Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. So I have a fun video planned for today, and that is a TBR cart video. More than I would have thought. Holy crap, you guys! Wow, that's a lot of books. If you haven't heard what a TBR cart is, it is literally just a cart of books that you haven't read yet. And I've seen a lot of people on YouTube post monthly videos of a jar that they've printed prompts for, and they fished out the prompts at random, and then they pick a book based off of the prompt. So I thought it would be fun to create a cart and start doing something like that every month. And what I've done is pulled most of the books that I haven't read off my bookshelf and put them in a stack to see what books they are. And there's more than I would have thought. So this is beneficial for me because for a while I kept them just on this now empty shelf. And I was like, oh, I don't have that many books on my TBR. Like I'm good. I'm doing great. This is almost my height sitting down. Like that's a lot of books. So I am going to go to Target or IKEA or order one off of Amazon. I'm gonna build it and I'm going to put the books on the cart, obviously. And I'm gonna print out prompts and put them in the jar, and then every month, or at least I'm gonna try to every month, pick a couple books off of this stack and get to reading them, because there are some really good books in this stack that I just haven't gotten around to reading that I would really like to. So I think what I'm gonna do is pick about 5 every month. I on average read about 4 or 5 books a month, so I don't want to get too overly ambitious and like set myself up for some failure, but every month it might be different. So in the next clip, you're going to see me pulling books off the shelf. I might be a little bit repetitive because I'm filming this intro after filming that. So yeah, this is a lot of books. Like I'm going to scoot you guys out. I just don't want this to fall over. I'm nervous. I'm gonna scoot you guys out so you can actually see how many books this is. Like, I'm not kidding. It's my height. Almost. Wow. I did not think and this isn't even all of them. Like, here, let me pull these off. I haven't read these because I'm rereading The Infernal Devices and Cassandra Clare's Universe. These will probably make it my height. Yeah. Holy crap, you guys. Wow. This isn't even all of it, because I have some special editions up there that I haven't read. Little Women. Oh. Some books I haven't finished. Wow. Okay. I don't think this is a very good angle, but it's what we're gonna have to work with right now, because where my bookcases are and my couches are, I love how it looks, but when it comes to like being able to film and getting a good angle, it's not that great. I'm starting to think that I want to make a TBR cart, because I'm starting to want to do those like TBR jar, TBR prompts, whatever, picks my monthly reads. And right now, I was looking at it last night, and I feel like my books are so mixed in because I have them organized by like genre and author, but I have like one shelf down here that is TBR, but I have like a bunch of TBR stuff just floating around on my bookcase, and I think that's part of the reason why I have books left over like I do, because I see one shelf of books and that's it, and I'm like, that's not many. But then when I really look at it, I'm like, okay, I have not read these. So what I want to do first is pull all the books I haven't read off of my bookcase and put them to the side, see how much space I have, and if I don't have a ton of space still, I think I'm gonna get a cart. And if I do, I might just fill in some of the spots down at the bottom. But I have a feeling I want to get the cart, so I wanted to just montage this process because I like watching this stuff. I figured other people might like watching this stuff, so. But I actually have quite a few books still on my TBR that I don't think I would have realized, whoa, were on my TBR not having pulled them out. Okay, I need to go Target then. I got a TBR cart. This is a couple of days after I filmed that first clip of taking off all of my books from my bookcase and putting them on the ground to see if it's even worth it to get a TBR cart, and I determined that it was. So I'm going to film this video of me setting up the TBR cart, building it, and putting my books on it, and then also filling out the prompts and putting them in the jar. I also can't decide if at the end of this video I'm going to be picking a really, really small March TBR. That's up for consideration, but I'm going to get started building this cart. I'll probably just montage this part. But yeah, I got this cart from Target, by the way. I'm really excited about it. It was on a really good deal, and so I got it. I know there's some on Amazon as well. I want to say this is still available for shipping on Target, but at least for pickup at my store, it's not available anymore. Also, if you see balloons in the background, it's my birthday today. I'm filming this on my birthday. I also filmed a birthday vlog, which will be coming after this video. So be sure to subscribe and be on the lookout for that. I'm really excited for it. It's a really chill, relaxed video. I didn't do much for my birthday, so yeah, I'm excited. Let's get started. Also, if the lighting goes in and out at all in this video, I'm very sorry. It's a cloudy day today, so we're getting some sunshine and then some really dark, not so sunny sunshine. What? Y'all, I am not kidding. I can't get this apart. I don't know what to do. I've like shredded the plastic. Who did this? Target sucks, you guys. This sucks. I don't know if that's helping. I'm getting it. I'm actually... I had to bend the crap out of the sides. Do you see how that's bent? To get it to pull out. Y'all, I'm not kidding you. This has been at least 20 minutes of me doing this. Y'all, don't get this cart. Go to IKEA. IKEA would never. IKEA would never. Oh, we got some movement. We got some movement. I did it! Oh my god. That was the worst experience of my life. Don't buy this. Don't buy this. Whoever packaged this, you suck. Literally, you suck. It's assembled! Yay! I am so glad to be done with that. It's fine. After that fiasco of trying to get it apart, don't buy this cart. Go to IKEA. Go to IKEA. IKEA would never. So I'm gonna grab all the books off my bookshelf that I want on my TBR cart. Makes me a little bit sad because I'm gonna have like 2-ish empty shelves, but I think that gives me a lot more motivation to complete what is on my TBR. And if I don't, then I'm getting rid of it. But I'm gonna start bringing the books over and setting them up on the cart. Okay, I brought all of them over. I'm gonna start placing them on my TBR cart, and then I'll print out my prompts and sort through everything. Go. Okay, so I'm back. I have my TBR jar, which is just a little mason jar. My list of prompts. I'm possibly going to be adding more. I need to come up with more ideas, but I thought 2 pages right now was going to be good. So I'm going to cut these out. I'm going to fold them up and put them in the jar, and then I will pick some books for my March TBR. So I filled up my jar with all my prompts. So this is going to be a little bit of an informal March TBR since it's March 6th today. We're still at the start of the month, but there's some books I really need to get to this month. So I'm not going to hold myself too much accountable for this TBR. I'm going to end up picking 3 prompts for 3 books that I might be getting to this month. But I have a book club book and I really want to finish The Infernal Devices this month. So I think April is when I'm going to become more serious about my TBR. So the rules I have for myself for my TBR, I'm going to pick 5 books every month. I'm going to try and read 3 books off of my TBR. I will give myself grace if I can only get to 2, depending on the month and the new releases that come out and how busy I am. And I'm just going to give myself some grace with it so that reading can still be fun and not feel like a chore. But I will try and read at least 3 books out of the 5 books. I'm also a really slow reader, so I might struggle to get through some of these books because some of them are actually kind of thick. But I'm also going to give myself the option to have a book repeated on my TBR twice. And then by the 3rd time, if I pull a prompt and I pull the book, if I don't read it that month, I am either unhauling it or I'm going to have to read it. But there's some books on here that I've literally had for 2 years, 2.5 years, that I'm not ready to get rid of, but I haven't read. So if I pull it twice, like if I pick it twice and I still don't read it by the third time, I'm either unhauling it or I have to read it. So like I said, I'm gonna pick 3 books. If you see my TBR video at the end of the month and you don't see any of these books or one of these books, it doesn't count towards like pull it twice, read it by the third time thing. Just because this is a little bit more of an informal pick, I still just wanted to grab 3 prompts with you guys and pull some books off my bookshelf to possibly read this month just for fun for the video. Okay, and I'll let you guys read it first. I don't know how well that focused. A book with a pretty cover. Okay, so my immediate thoughts is this one. I think I'm gonna pick these 3. So I pulled a book with a pretty cover, and I grabbed this copy of Little Women. I found this at a local thrift store and I fell in love with it and had to get it. A Fate Inked in Blood. I just think the detail on this is really pretty. And then The House in the Cerulean Sea. I also got this from Half Price Books. But I think out of all of these, I'm gonna pick The House in the Cerulean Sea. But I'm gonna read the back for you guys. Linus Baker is a by-the-book caseworker in the department in charge of magical youth. At 40, he lives in a tiny house with a devious cat and his old records for company, but his quiet life is about to change. Linus is summoned by extremely upper management and given a curious and highly classified assignment. Travel to an orphanage on a distant island and determine whether 6 dangerous magical children are so dangerous, in fact, that they're likely to bring about the end of days. When Linus arrives at the strangest of islands, he's greeted by a series of mysterious figures, the greatest mystery of which is Arthur Parnassus, the master of the orphanage. As Linus and Arthur grow closer, Linus discovers the master would do anything to keep the children safe, even if it means the world has to burn, or worse, his secret comes to light. I've heard this is a really cozy fantasy. I've been in a really big fantasy mood, so I'm gonna add this to my March TBR and see if I get around to it this month. I'm gonna put these books back for my next pick. I hope it's a good pick. One that I could pull like a few books for. I want to focus. Ooh, a boring first sentence. Oh, I feel like that's not so common in books because you really want the first sentence to be something really captivating. One minute the teacher was talking about Civil War and the next minute he was gone. That's actually pretty captivating. Yeah, no, that one's a good sentence, so I'm not gonna pick that. What about this one? In my almost 8 years of matchmaking, there's one thing I know to be true. Love is like the moon. I might pick this. I'm gonna see what some of the others are. They used to be called the Firefly Lane Girls. That one also doesn't captivate me as much. How did they find us so fast? Not so much. Should I try one more? Can you come into my office? Okay, I think these 4 are good pick. I think I'm going to pick The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo for a boring first line, and I'm just saying that like the rest of the page might be captivating and it is subjective to like and dislike something, but can you come into my office is not a very thrilling first glance at a sentence. So I'm gonna pick 7 Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo for that one. So the back, if you haven't heard or you haven't read what this book is about or read the book, whoa, I can't talk. Reclusive Hollywood icon Evelyn Hugo is finally ready to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life. But when she chooses unknown magazine reporter Monique Grant to write her story, no one is more astounded than Monique herself. Determined to use this opportunity to jumpstart her career, Monique listens in fascination. From making her way to Los Angeles in the 1950s, to leaving show business in the 80s, and of course the seven husbands along the way, Evelyn unspools a tale of ruthless ambition and unexpected friendship and a great forbidden love. But as Evelyn's story nears its conclusion, it becomes clear that her life intersects with Monique's own in a tragic and irreversible way. This is actually really helpful because picking the prompts in a fun way and picking the books and then reading the back of the books, I'm like, why haven't I read that yet? That sounds so good. Okay, I'm gonna dig for the bottom for my last prompt. Oh, I dropped one, so that one's gonna be it. A book that everyone has read but you. Ooh, when I made this prompt, I had one in mind that I really don't want to pick. And that is Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to do it, you guys. We'll see if we get to it this month. If not, I know this prompt fits. I know this book fits with a bunch of different prompts, but I liked Fourth Wing Fine. It was not one of my favorites. And if you saw in my book on haul video, I was actually thinking about unhauling Iron Flame and Fourth Wing, the two books that I have, and decided not to because I want to give it a shot. I also got spoiled for the ending of this book, so that's another reason why I just haven't been grabbing for it. Everyone actually, no. This is the second book in a series. I'm not going to read this in case somebody has not read Fourth Wing and they want to, and I don't want to spoil them. So, at your own discretion, you can look up the summary for Iron Flame, but this is my pick for a book that everyone has read but you. And then The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo for her boring first line. And then The House in the Cerulean Sea for a pretty cover. So this is going to be my 3 picks for March. We'll see if I get to them. I'm really excited for April because my April picks are actually going to be the books I will be pushing myself to read in April. So yeah. What an awkward way to end the video. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here while we're at it. I will see you guys in my next video and in my March wrap up. Hopefully we'll get to at least one of these, like I keep repeating over and over again, but I'm really excited. Also be on the lookout for my next vlog. As I'm filming this, I am also in the middle of filming a birthday vlog. It was my birthday today / this month. It's not actually going out on my actual birthday, March 6th, but be on the lookout for that as well. Don't forget to subscribe so you stay up to date about all the videos I'm posting and all the new things that I'm coming up with to start filming on this channel. But I will see you guys in my next video.